Hi everyone, my name's Jay. I'm a physiotherapist and I work with people with arthritis and joint pain.
Hi, my name's James. I've been living with arthritis for 7 years and I like to use exercise as a way to alleviate pain and keep my joints active.
So today we're going to go through a series of exercises focused on improving our mobility and strength of the neck muscles and back muscles. We're going to be standing or sitting for some of these exercises, but we'll also be laying down for some of them. James has got a sofa to work from, I've got a yoga mat, but you can always use your bed at home as well. Make sure you've got good space and enough room for you to get up and down safely when doing these exercises. Now remember, when we're doing these exercises, go at your own level and your own pace. Everyone's different. So if you've got any questions, speak to your healthcare professional. So, should we get started, James?
Let's do it.
So the first exercise we're going to do today is going to be the head tilt. You can stand up like I am, or you can be sat down like James is. Before we get going, we need to set our posture. So I want you to stand or sit, nice and tall through your neck, chest proud, shoulders relaxed behind your back. From this position, all we're going to do is we're going to take one ear to the shoulder, hold there for 5 seconds before we come back to center and then repeat on the opposite side. So, should we give it a go, James?
Let's do it.
Right, let's go 3 each side for 5-second holds. So let's start off nice and tall, good posture, and drop that ear to the shoulder. Let's hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center and to the opposite side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center. How's that feeling, James?
It's feeling good. I'm feeling loose.
Brilliant. That's just what we want.
So what are these good for?
So these stretches are brilliant for improving the mobility in our neck muscles, which can help when we've spent a lot of time sat down at the computer, maybe first thing on a morning when our neck's quite stiff. And back to the center each time and across the other side for 3, 2, 1. Brilliant stuff. So the next exercise we're going to get into is going to be the head turn. Again, James is going to be sat down for this one and I'm going to be standing. It's your preference. So for this exercise, we're going to find our good posture once again and gently turn to the right side as best we can. Hold for 5 seconds before we come back to the center and then go again on the opposite side. Let's give it a go, James. So we're going to go for 5 repeats of 5-second holds. Let's start off by turning to the right side and turn, hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center and across to the left side now. Nice turn for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center and let's go to the right.
Oh, I can really feel that in the neck.
Brilliant. And if you get any pulling sensations down your shoulder or down your arm, that's fine, just ease off a touch. And back to the center. Over to the right side again. And back to the center and across to the left side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center. Over to the right again.
This is something you could do anywhere, just traveling or watching TV.
Exactly. It's a nice, easy movement that we can practice quite frequently throughout the day. Last couple, 3, 2, 1, back to the center. And let's finish with that left side. Hold in there. 3, 2, 1. Great stuff, everyone. Now the final exercise we're going to do for our necks today is going to be the chin to chest. So if you've got good balance, you can stand like I am. Otherwise, you can sit down as James is. First of all, let's find good posture. And now for this exercise, we're going to gently take our chin down to our chest where we'll hold for 5 seconds before coming up back to center. If it's a bit too uncomfortable for you though, you can just go down and up without the hold. Let's give it a go, James. We'll go for 5 rounds of 5-second holds. So nice and tall and let's drop that chin down, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back up to center. And again, let's drop that chin down, getting a nice stretch down the back of the neck. 3, 2, 1, and back up.
This one feels really nice and it's not really strenuous at all.
And let's take it down. And that's the good thing about these neck exercises. They're really easy to do and quite comfortable when we practice regularly. And let's hold there for 3, 2, 1, and back up. Last time through, let's drop that head down, everyone, and hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job there. So the next few exercises are going to be focused on the back. We're going to begin with the pelvic tilt, so we'll have to start by laying down. So I'm going to work with the yoga mat. James is going to use the sofa, but you can use a bed at home as well. So do you want to start by laying down safely, James?
Yep, I'll just use the side of the sofa to slowly ease myself down. I'll slide along before I lie down into the position. And I might use this cushion just to get myself a bit more comfy.
You look really comfortable there, James.
Well, I am indeed.
So I'm going to get down to my yoga mat. Just come onto my hands and knees, turn round onto my side, and roll round onto my back. Now, let's get into that pelvic tilt. For this exercise, we're going to start with our knees bent, feet flat on the ground, neck and shoulders relaxed onto the ground beneath us. We're going to gently contract our abdominals, draw our belly button into the spine, and lift the tailbone off the ground, where we'll hold for 5 seconds. This is a great exercise if you struggle with lower back pain throughout the day. So, should we give it a go, James?
Let's get into it.
And let's draw those abdominal muscles in. Gently lift the tailbone off the ground and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And drop back down. And again, let's contract those abdominal muscles. Belly button towards the spine, tailbone lifts off, and hold for another 3, 2, 1, relax. How are we feeling there, James?
Well, I'm feeling the burn, but I'm feeling good.
Good stuff, good stuff. Again, tensing those deep abdominal muscles. Let's lift off and hold for another 3, 2, 1. Gently back down, getting some nice mobility of the lower back here. Great if you've been laid down or sat down for a long time. And gently relax. Last time through, press through the feet, draw the belly button in, and lift the tailbone off for another 3, 2, 1. Brilliant, everyone. Relax back down. So we're going to stay lied down and we'll get into our next exercise, which is going to be the straight leg raise. For this one, we're going to keep one knee bent, foot planted into the ground, and gently straighten out the other side. From this position, we're going to tighten our abdominal muscles to ground us. Pull your toes to your nose and gently lift that foot up off the ground a few inches, where we'll hold for 5 seconds before gently coming back down. Let's give it a go then, James.
Let's do it.
We'll go for 3 rounds of 5-second holds. So let's squeeze those abdominal muscles, drive through that planted foot, lift that straight leg up a few inches and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently return back down. And again, squeeze those abdominals, press through the planted foot, lift the straight leg up and hold that for another 3, 2, 1. Slowly back down. And one more time on this side. Let's lift that leg up. James and I are just doing 5-second holds. If you're good at this exercise and comfortable, you can do a little bit longer. And steady back down. Now let's switch legs there, James. So once again, tighten up through those abdominals. Drive through that planted foot, toes to nose, lift that straight leg up and hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly back down and again lifting up. Great exercise for strengthening our abdominal muscles, hip flexors, quadriceps. steady back down. Last one this side. It's going to help us sitting and standing, even squatting down to those low cupboards at home. And steady back down. Brilliant there, everyone. For the next exercise, we're going to stay on our backs and we're going to get into the knee rolls. For this one, we're going to take our hands either side of our bodies and really ground our shoulders. We'll bring our ankles and knees together whilst keeping the knees bent, and we're going to slowly roll those knees out to the side, where we'll hold for 5 seconds before gently returning back to the centre and going across to the opposite side. Remember, take it as far as you feel comfortable. If you find these exercises a bit difficult or uncomfortable, we can gently take our feet a little bit wider, which will just limit the amount of rotation you get through. So, should we give it a go, James?
Let's give it a go.
Let's go for 3 rounds of 5-second holds. So, get those shoulders grounded and let's slowly rotate. Take the knees out to the side and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently return back to the centre. And again to the opposite side, where we hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently back to the centre.
So what sort of benefits does this one have?
So the knee rolls are great for improving the mobility in our lower back and stretching out the muscles either side of our lower back. It's great if you get lower back niggles throughout the day.
That's definitely something I need to work on.
You're doing the right thing there, James. And let's come to the side, hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time on the opposite side now. Gently coming across as far as you feel comfortable and gently return. Great. Just 2 more to go. The next exercise we're going to get into is going to be the back stabiliser. So for this exercise, we're going to be on our hands and knees. But if you find that uncomfortable, you can lean on the side of something like James is going to do. Great. So let's get into that position. And I want your hands directly underneath your shoulders. If you find that uncomfortable on your wrists, then you can come onto 2 fists there. My knees are going to be underneath my hips. And from here, all we're going to do is engage those abdominal muscles, keep our spine neutral, and gently lift one hand as best we can. We'll hold for 5 seconds before coming back down and repeating on the other side. Let's go with this, James. We're going to do 3 rounds on each side, 5-second holds. So let's lift that hand up, engage through the abs and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Steadily return. And again, opposite side now. Let's lift up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get 2 more rounds each arm. Lift that hand up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently return, keeping that pelvis nice and steady and stable. Let's lift up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you can keep your pelvis nice and stable and those abs engaged, we can even bring the legs involved now. And hold 3 more seconds and gently return. And then the opposite side, hold there, keeping those abs engaged, pelvis stable, and gently return. Great, everyone. So our final exercise is going to be the deep lunge. James and I are going to carefully get down into a lunge position. We're going to have a nice wide stance in this position. From there, you've got 2 options. James is going to keep his foot flat and his knee on the ground, whereas I'm going to come up onto my toes and lift my knee just an inch above the ground. So from this position, we're going to gently drive our knee forwards, engaging our abs and feeling the stretch down the front of our hips. We'll hold that position for 5 seconds and repeat 3 times on each leg. Should we give it a go, James?
1 more to go, let's do it.
Let's go. So coming up and drive forward, keeping those abs engaged for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. And relax back off. And go again, stretching through there, engaged in the abs, stretching through the hips. 3, 2, 1, and back down. How are we feeling there, James?
I'm feeling it all in the abs and in the hips.
Good stuff. And hold for 3, 2, 1, and back down. Let's switch legs there. And again, make sure you've got a nice wide stance, and let's go again. Up and forwards. Hold that position. 3, 2, 1. Ease off. It's a tough one, this, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
We're nearly done though. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Now, if we practice this one every day, you're going to notice an improvement in your mobility of your lower back and hips, and find tasks like getting up and down off the sofa a lot easier. Well done, everyone there. And that's it. A short series of exercises and stretches for our neck and back muscles. How are we feeling, James?
I'm feeling good. It wasn't too tiring and I'm feeling a lot looser and a bit more relaxed now.
Great stuff. You can share your experiences with the Versus Arthritis online community. In the meantime, keep moving and we'll see you next time.